Hey, welcome back. If you're saying to yourself, wait a minute, didn't you just make a video a few hours ago? The answer is yes. But this fan said, can you give us a new video? I'm a sucker for a pretty face. And gee, she's got on all of her porn filters. So, what are you gonna do? I mean, how do you think Gypsy got me? Well, she did pull her boobs out. Yeah. So I'm a sucker for pretty faces and boobs. Well, she did take her pants off too. So I'm a sucker for pretty faces, boobs, and butts. Don't judge me. Just watch the clips.
Hey, Optimus Prime.
Greetings.
Hey, Megatron.
What's wrong?
Transform.
I am Megatron, leader of the Decepticons.
Finally, a practical use for AI. Hey, Optimus Prime.
Greetings.
Why did my girlfriend leave me?
Because you're a married jerk.
Oh. Well, you don't have to be mean about it. Fucking robots.
There it is. There it is, right there. That's what the Nation of Islam is. Take a look at that white man. That is the only goddamn Islam that they came bringing you. Now take a look at Elijah Muhammad and look at that white man. They both wearing the tassel on the same side. They Masons. That's a goddamn Shriner.
Why are black people so angry? Calm down, guy. Hi, welcome to Denny's. Yeah, let me get a grand slam, brother. I swear, these wokety woke Negro dudes are angry in all situations. Hey, girl, how you doing? Let me get your phone number.
And look at that Quran in his hand. So he got to take full responsibility for that Quran. That's right. Because that's what he came bringing you. And he told you that that was the black man's religion. That's right. Elijah Muhammad stated, I will not go into the history of the Masons, since I was a Mason myself once and I swore not to reveal the secrets. And if you look right here, you can see the Masonic handshake right now. He never stopped being a Mason. He never stopped being one. The master Mason.
I know this is serious. I can't help his peanut gallery. Whoo! All right, brother. No ice in that soda, brother. No ice. Don't take the white man's ice. These niggas are hilarious.
The master Mason makes a solemn oath on the Bible and the Quran for the Shriners to acknowledge and obey all due signs and summonses sent to me from a master Mason's lodge. All this I must solemnly and sincerely swear, so help me God, with the penalty of death by mutilation.
To my black audience, sorry, I'm not trying to make fun of your thing. It's too much. It's scary. I'm scared.
So I'm in the mall. This place, so coming to the mall makes me realize we're living in a simulation. Like, this can't be real. Like, you're telling me this place right here that has 2 people working in there, they're selling enough hats. They're selling enough hats just to pay 2 employees.
Well, in all fairness, Negroes do wear a lot of fitted hats. So, you know, you got to give us a little bit more evidence to that.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's not real. Also, like some of these stores, like, okay, like maybe, right? Like women's lingerie, underwear, whatever.
Yeah, you know, we all like to see our girls walking around scantily clad, cleaning the house. So you're kind of losing me on this one, bro.
The Buckle, I don't know. People still shop in there. I don't even know. Okay, like how you're telling me this place, icing, sells enough $2 earrings to pay the rent? No way. And then this place, what do they even, what do they do? They're selling nail polish and candles. That's not, no, there's no way.
Well, that is pretty suspicious. Who the hell is buying nail polish and candles?
Or phone cases? No.
Yeah, man. We're not getting phone cases from the mall anymore. I mean, maybe like in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, but we pretty much all get our phone cases from Amazon now, right? Is there any more evidence?
Not happening. This place. Okay. They're selling Dreamcatcher earrings and rocks. No. Never met anybody that bought one of those from the mall.
Okay, you do have a point, because who's even getting that from the mall?
It's all fake. It's all fake. All of it. All of it.
They are coming. And the day they do, all rules will change. This is not our moon.
That's not our moon. Hold on, man. Is this our moon that we're looking at? I tell you, man, these CERN dudes, man, I don't know if we went to an alternate dimension or if some of y'all is just too high because they've legalized nearly all drugs and y'all are just shooting up all day. What are y'all yelling about? I tell you, man, when Jesus comes back, these dudes are going to be falling out. Oh my God, Jesus! I'm not looking forward to it, I tell you that much.
I can't switch the fact that we're only attracted to 20% of men. Okay, I can't change that.
I can't change the fact that men, we're attracted to what we're attracted to. Silence is very attractive. A sandwich accompanying the silence, oh my God, that's sexy.
Half of women, by 2030, this is 6 years away, half of women are going to be single and childless. This was a study done by bankers, not people that have a political agenda. So if you're married, women are going to be fighting for whoever you got. They're going to be, and women already do that.
You see, Optimus Prime, you dickhead? I wasn't looking for this lady. She saw my wife. She didn't give a fuck. You calling me a jerk? She manipulated me. I was minding my business with my wife and children, and here comes this floozy, the matriarchy, totally taking advantage of my delicate sensibilities. Am I wrong for looking at her boobs, or is she wrong for showing them to me? I don't think I like your tone.
If we banned side chicks, if we made it illegal or something, the first people that would complain are women. There are women that go to NBA games trying to get men to cheat on their wives. This is, if you have a guy that other women like, that's just what it's going to be. And, you know, I didn't make that world. This was the fault of our grandmothers and great-grandmothers. I didn't do it.
Well, clearly this chick is insane. Women don't think like this. She's speaking from her own thoughtish experience, clearly. I mean, the Bible did say something in Isaiah about something and women, but the Bible isn't real, right? Well, we hope.
Y'all remember in Boys in the Hood when Ice Cube was like,
okay, there was a guy. Why be letting motherfuckers get smoked every night? Babies and little kids, you tell me that.
Yes, I do remember when Ice Cube said that. And
God is going to tell you right here. God said, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Not the devil. He says, I, the Lord, do all these things. What things? Create evil. The devil is only a tool. He carries out the action, but without God, can nothing be done. I got another scripture for y'all, and it says, see now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. So when you see babies getting killed, people getting into car crashes, or whatever the case may be, however they get taken out, The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. So the devil is not responsible. The devil carries out the action, but he's only taking orders from the general, from God himself. God is the one that is doing everything. God is the powers that be. Can't nothing happen without God. He is the only superpower in the world. He's the only one that can make things happen.
I'm not sure if I really know how to take that. No diddy.
Take that, take that, take that.
Here's a thought. Since we all know NPCs are real now, non-playable characters, and I'm going to go on record as saying I think maybe NPCs always existed. There was just fewer of them. Now, their numbers are so huge, when you walk outside, you think it's mostly NPCs. That said, what if NPCs are put in the game? Because, as we know, we're living in a matrix. This is a simulation. What are you even doing over here if you don't even think like that? What if the NPCs were put in the game to test us? So, like, when you see a baby die, that baby was supposed to die in the game. Each person is playing their own individual game. You watching this, you're in your own game, your own world, your own dimension, if you will. And in your game, you see a baby die. But what if that baby always was just an NPC and it was put there to see what you do in your game? For example, baby dies. You're like, oh man, why did God do that? God is an asshole. Aha! Gotcha. Eternal flame, bitch. It's a test. What if another person sees the baby die and they're like, oh man, that's messed up, man. But God knows everything.
You have chosen wisely.
You just got a gold coin because you believed God did that for a reason. And you don't know what the reason is because God has infinite wisdom.
That boy is good. You must be crazy. He good.
No. What do you know about faith?
I figured this shit out. It's suspicious as shit, but I figured it out. This is a map of the missing people inside the United States. Each state is color-coded and labeled with how many people went missing as of 2023. Dark blue, lots of people. Medium blue, lots of people. Light blue, not so many people. Pale blue, the least.
Golly, motherfuckers be going missing in Texas.
Don't mess with Texas.
Now this next map is the deep underground military bases. Those are the black lines, and the cave system inside the United States. You may already see the pattern, but I'm going to show it to you anyways. I'm sorry, but look at this fucking pattern. Look at this fucking pattern. The dark blue states all have a cave system or a deep underground military base in them. The light blue states, it speaks for itself. Look at this fucking pattern. These are the deep underground military bases laid on top of the missing people map. And you can see how the deep underground military bases run to the states that have the most missing people, with the one exception up top. So now that my mind was on this underground track, I started thinking about what else was under there. We've got deep underground military bases, we've got the cave system, and we have abandoned mines. We have over 500,000 abandoned mines in the United States that we know of. A lot of them are undiscovered. This is a map of that. Hold on. Almost 38,000 of those abandoned mines are inside of a national park. Yeah, you see where I'm going with this, right?
I do. I have heard paranormal stuff goes on in national parks. That's why I don't want to go camping. You know, well, I'm talking to this girl right now. It's like, yeah, I just want to go hiking. I was looking at this bitch like, man, the date is over. I didn't say the date is over because I was still waiting for her to pull her boobs out. But in my mind, I was like, bitch, when you gonna take your shirt off?
I told you I fucking figured it out. It's the abandoned mines, it's the cave system, and it's the deep underground military bases all working together. And all the maps match up, and they all say the same thing.
That's very interesting. And all jokes aside, I really was thinking, damn, when is she going to take her shirt off? Jesus Christ. Just yap, 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 yap. Okay, you're intelligent. Anyway, it gives me a deeper appreciation of this clip.
I have an update regarding the time traveler that went into my shed and disappeared. And this is going to blow a lot of people's minds. And if you're still denying that this is real at this point, this is going to change your mind. So just a quick recap, this guy walks around my backyard, goes to my shed, opens the door, goes inside, and disappears. Called the cops came, they went in the shed twice. He wasn't in there. I looked like an insane guy. The cops are like, what is this guy smoking? And you can see he never came back. until the next day right here. Notification on my camera that there's somebody in my backyard, and this guy leaves my shed. And he looks right at the camera too. That guy left my shed. But here's the craziest part. This looks like the same guy, maybe, glasses, whatever. Let's look at the other guy. This was the other guy. He noticeably aged. Looks like the same guy, but aged. So him again, and now him. Same facial features, whiter hair.
Wow.
So I don't even know what to think at this point. Somebody explain this.
Maybe it's not a time traveler. Maybe it's just a guy who went into one of these underground caves that your shed happens to be on top of. He's down there doing whatever he's doing down there, his whole city. I don't think he time traveled. He looked at the camera when he first went down there. He was like, let me put on the disguise for this bitch ass nigga, think he got something. He came back out wearing a whole different disguise, looked at the camera to be like, it's me, totally different dude. I don't know, that sounds pretty stupid. But what he's saying don't sound stupid?
He literally left the same shed. You saw the camera I put before. There was no movement that whole night. Then the next day, this guy leaves the shed, looks right at the camera like he knows, and he looks noticeably older. I don't know, something's going on. Somebody explain what's going on in my shed.
Before time began, there was the cube. We know not where it comes from, only that it holds the power to create worlds and fill them with life.
We're inside the battery. I get it. You don't have to bust my balls.
This isn't right. This pipe's supposed to be sending 20 terawatts of juice up to the engine, Morty. Instead, we've got 0? Now what are these people doing?
Whoa, people?
It's time for some hands-on engine repair. All right, Morty, hold on to something.
Whoa! Holy crap! I thought we were inside your car battery, Rick. This is like a whole planet or something.
Thanks, Morty. I'm pretty proud of this bad boy. Check it out. I put a spatially tessellated void inside a modified temporal field until a planet developed intelligent life.
That is how our race was born. For a time, we lived in harmony. But like all great power, some wanted it for good, others for evil. And so began the war. A war that ravaged our planet until it was consumed by death. You opened it. We came. Oh no. It is a means to summon us.
Who are you?
Explorers in the further regions experience demons to some, angels to others.
Them control 3 objects. The mother boxes. Made from a science so advanced, it looks like sorcery. To conquer, 3 boxes have to synchronize and join together into the unity. The unity cleanses a planet with fire, transforming it into a copy of the enemy's world.
What is that?
It's an ancient relic, the Machina de Cadavis.
Okay. But wouldn't some people just chalk this up to, these are just shapes that people like? It's not a magic sigil. It's not aliens. It's just, don't get me wrong, I'm not a skeptic. Well, I'm skeptical if when you come to visit, whether you're going to just pull your boobs out. I'm always skeptical of that. But, I mean, you tell me if you think this, you know what I mean? Because people be like, oh, nigga, you're superstitious. Am I? Or do we have something here? Then there's people who know how to do this. All of the balls are just going in a straight line. This is a lot of engineering and mathematics. This has nothing to do with aliens. You know, there are people with 160 IQ. I'm not thinking to just do stuff like this. There's people who do stuff like this for fun. And are they aliens too? Damn. Are they?
Have you ever heard of white torture?
No. I mean, this guy has.
Take a look at that white man. That is the only goddamn...
But I haven't.
It's something far more sinister than you might expect. White torture is a type of psychological torture technique aimed at complete sensory deprivation and isolation. A prisoner is held in a cell that deprives them of all senses and identity. It is particularly used in Iran. However, there is also evidence of its use by Venezuela and United States intelligence services. The prisoner is deprived of all color. Their cell is completely white. The walls, floor, and ceiling, as well as their clothes and food. Neon tubes are positioned above the occupant in such a way that no shadows appear. The cell is soundproof and void of any sound, voices, or social interaction. Guards stand in silence, dressed in all white, wearing padded shoes to avoid making any noise. Prisoners cannot hear anything but themselves. In terms of taste and smell, the prisoner is fed white food, classically unseasoned rice, to deprive them of these senses. Further, all surfaces are smooth, robbing them of the variability of touch sensations. Detainees are often held for months or even years. The effects of white torture are well documented in a number of testimonials. Typically, prisoners will become depersonalized by losing personal identity for extended periods of isolation. Other effects can include hallucinations or psychosis. It was documented in the case of Amir Fakhravar, who was arrested in his native Iran and subjected to white torture for 8 months in 2004. While the physical pain of sensory deprivation is minimal compared to other torture techniques, the psychological damage is beyond compare. Fakhravar was quoted as saying when he was released he was not a normal person anymore, and could no longer remember even the faces of his parents.
Wow, that might be really good for after a really bad relationship. Why do these guys always have to use things for fucking evil? Jesus Christ, man. That's the only thing that makes me think maybe it really is a devil, because every practical use of something, niggas gotta find a demonic way to fucking use it.
So Joe Biden says, you ain't seen nothing yet, and proceeds to finish the economy by putting the final nail in the coffin. Today, he signs a proposal to put a 44.6 capital gains tax on the American people.
I didn't vote for Joe Biden. I hate the fact that black people called me. Not all of them, like I don't know every black person, but the black friends I have, they called me and tried to convince me that Joe Biden was a better choice than Donald Trump. I didn't tell these assholes who I was voting for. They just knew. I just give off these I'm gonna vote for Donald Trump vibes.
This is connecting with black America because they love sneakers.
Fuck you, bitch. Now that Joe Biden totally gave us almost $15 a gallon for gas, now these motherfuckers want to complain. Oh, Kamala Harris is black.
Earlier today, my daughter saw Kamala Harris on TV.
She looks like me.
This gives inspiration for my daughter so she can be anything she wants to be.
I don't give a fuck.
When the hell is my rent going down? They can't even tell you. My question is, what the fuck you complaining about? You wanted this nigga in here just so you could get rid of... I mean, he's got very strange skin color choices. I mean, I wouldn't have chosen to be orange, and I wouldn't have chosen to have hair that looks like a skateboard. But you know, you can't judge people. They do what they want to do. I'm just tired of motherfuckers complaining about your choice. Way to go, Negroes.
Theoretically strong-arming his way out the White House. Check this out. So he goes into the White House and he says, oh, the economy's not bad enough? Let me put a 44.6% tax, capital gains tax on the American people. So if you sell your house, you have a 44% capital gains tax.
Why do they look so happy in the picture? Like, yeah, we're totally fucking them. Aren't we? Ain't we fucking them? We sure live. Oh boy, it's gonna be good.
And then, better yet, he says, let me put a 25% capital gains tax on unrealized gains. Meaning if you have stocks that made money, he's going to tax them 25% even though you haven't sold them yet. This guy is literally writing his way out the White House. So if you are a Donald Trump fan, this is literally a easy win for Donald Trump. He doesn't even have to campaign. Joe Biden is writing his way out the White House as we speak. Peace and love and deuces.
Best one did. Do we disagree?
ever.
Best one dead.
One of my favorites.
I hope people don't get mad at me for saying ain't no coincidence the best one dead. Bernie Mac showed you who he was when they tried to put that little boy in his lap for that photo shoot for his TV show.
Actually, on the lap, you're sitting. Did you wait?
No.
It would be her. Isn't Jeremy on the other side? Where, like, I'm gonna show you. Ow! Oh, he's actually gonna sit on your lap. No? Okay. Do we have it?
No. These guys just be being funny when they're not even trying to be funny. No. We ain't finna do that. We not finna do that. What the fuck is a finna? Where does that come from? What is fin to? I'm not fin to. What the fuck is a fin? What is that short for? Somebody leave it in the comments and tell me. I just think it's hilarious whenever I hear somebody say that. We ain't finna do that.
Steve Harvey blew up after that. What you saying?
I'm just letting you know. Bernie Mac, I'm gonna tell you, I never hung out with Bernie Mac. But I'm from Chicago, and I watched how Bernie Mac moved. Bernie Mac wasn't finna let them people put no little boy in his lap. I know what happens on them shows. People just be like, oh, that was just a microcosm of what Bernie Mac was. Ain't no hoe-ass nigga that you could just get to do some sucker shit.
No, not at all.
That's why, in my opinion, he not around no more. That's why I stay away from Hollywood, man.
Yeah, I always joke around. I say, if these guys from the 60s, the ones who are still around, those are the ones who are down with the program. Like JFK, he wasn't down. Got rid of him. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, you want to help poor people? Fuck out of here. Even Jesus, you want people to be friends? Get rid of this asshole right now. So everybody who was like, nah, let's promote the evil shit, they're still here. That's allegedly. That's what's going on. But what do I know?
See what we find. All we see so far is like trees.
What the fuck was that?
Alright, going randonauting. And it took us to this shady park in the middle of nowhere, so let's see what we find. All we see so far is like trees.
Right there behind the tree. What's that?
A bridge. I think we have to go over this bridge, and our location's a little down there. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Should we keep going? What the fuck? Oh my god, is she following us? What the fuck? Too scared to open my door.
Oh my fucking god, I swear to god, this thing just fucking looked at me. Oh my fucking...
No. Vamos a alumbrar que no, ja. Un niño, como un niño llorando, como un niño llorando.
Hey, excuse me. Nada. Are you doing dishes? I hope so.
Yeah, it's for Stan. I won't break them. Michelle's getting like really good at the drums. So you might have some competition when you get back. We love you. We'll see you soon.
The smartest person I've seen in all those clips. Him, right there. He's really not playing around. Whatever he saw, he really think it's serious. He's me. I'm out. I know some of y'all watching this right now, you're like, what a bitch. Bitch. That's why the monster bit you, dummy. And I'm free with your wife, consoling her. I tried to tell him to run, but you know how brave he is. Don't worry about it. We'll get through this thing. Just me and you.
This may be a reach. Ain't it weird Drake put a Who Kid sample in the beginning of his song Push Ups? Who Kid didn't produce the song. Kid isn't a writer on the song. Why is the tag there? Who is Who Kid? Well, we know Who Kid is 50 Cent's old DJ, and he hosted a lot of 50 Cent and G-Unit's earlier mixtapes. On the song Push Up, Drake does mention 50 Cent once. Niggas really got me out here talking like I'm 50. Saying 50 Cent name in the song, is that enough to go ahead and get a Who Kid tag? Or is it deeper? Because we know Drake to be a strategic motherfucker. Think about the cover Drake used on Meek Mill back to back. The photo of the Toronto Blues beating the Philadelphia Phillies in the World Series. Beating them for the second time in a row, back to back. Very symbolic. If you remember on the Sicko Mode, Drake got a lyric where he says, "Crap down the block, made a right, yeah, cut the lights, yeah, pay the price," which is him symbolically saying how he purposely passes Kanye house. You can see Drake lives right here, and if you go and make a right, you'll be right at Kanye house. So he does this strategic shit. Now, on this push-up song, Drake also says, "I be with some bodyguards like Whitney," which is obviously a play on the movie Bodyguard starring Whitney Houston, where Whitney Houston falls in love with the bodyguard. But also Kendrick's wife name is Whitney. Is Drake saying Whitney, Kendrick's wife, was literally creeping on him with some bodyguards? Gotta remember, this symbolic Drake. On Drake's newest song, Taylor Made, at the very end of the song, he also talks about how he know Kendrick is in a New York apartment. I know you in that NY apartment, you struggling right now, I know it. Kendrick live in LA. The hell is he doing in New York? Also, on Kendrick's last album, he speak on his infidelities towards his wife. What we got here? We got Whitney with bodyguard. Kendrick from LA, living in New York. At the beginning of the song, we got Who Kid. As you can see on Kendrick's last photo album cover, he is holding a new baby. And if Whitney with some bodyguards, I mean, is it a reach? And Drake too eager for Kendrick to drop so he can drop another diss record. Drake knows something.
So Drake is alleging that Kendrick Lamar's baby moms slept with one of the bodyguards, and that's not really Kendrick Lamar's kid that he's holding on the cover of that album. That's why he's saying whose kid in a very broken English kind of a way. This is a conspiracy creepy talk channel. I would be remiss if I didn't add that in there. Also, hold on to that. Just put a pin in that. We're going to come back to that in a bit.
This is the biggest realization I had when I left the US. We live in the fucking Matrix here.
That's a surprise, but we're glad that you've woken up to that, my guy.
If you feel like you've been indoctrinated to be a fucking slave, it's because it's true. If your gut is telling you that this is not what life is supposed to be, it's because it's true.
My gut is telling me racism is not even really real. I'm not like you because you're white. No, motherfucker, I don't like you because you didn't put enough seasoning in the food. This shit is terrible.
I promise you, all you need to do is buy a fucking flight. Get the fuck out of the US. Don't move, right? Just fucking go on like a 2-week trip just so you can open your fucking mind. Because the reality of it is, we've all been indoctrinated since kids. And a lot of you guys who have this spiritual awakening and you're seeing the Matrix for what it is, that's a good start. But you do need to get out of the US to really unlock the fucking cheat code.
What's the real reason nobody could destroy the A-10 Warthog? Let me explain. The Fairchild Republic A-10, Thunderbolt II, known as the Warthog, is an attack aircraft unlike any other. Launched in the 1970s, the Warthog was made for one purpose: destruction. It achieved this with its giant 30mm GAU-8 Avenger rotary cannon, a monster of a weapon capable of firing a crazy 4,200 rounds per minute. The moment you hear the unique Beert sound, it's already too late to react. But that's not all. Its arsenal totals up to 16,000 pounds. From the 2,000-pound Mark 84 bombs to cluster bombs and munitions for destroying mines, the Warthog has everything. What powers this beast is two General Electric TF-34 GE100 turbofan engines.
Is that where all of the engines for the normal planes are going? I don't know, you tell me. I'm hearing planes are, falling out of the sky lately. These planes, they never have a problem falling. Allegedly.
These allow it to cover distances of over 2,500 miles and pull off maneuvers at low speeds. Equipped with cutting-edge night vision systems, there's no escaping the Warthog regardless of location or time.
Who did this? Who did this?
Oh man, look at him looking over the table too. Wow. Dogs are smart.
Who did this?
These demonic beings that are all over everybody, all of us subconsciously. There's a holy battle going over your head right now, over the choices and everything, your thought process, your dreams, everything that you're going through. They're battling over your subconscious right now, and we're able to visually see that when we pass away. It says the demonic ones will try to reach for us, but they have no authority through the Most High, and that we begin on our ascension to our judgment, where we are judged, and our karma is then placed on our seed. Our seed line when we're down here on earth. So everything that your son is going through is from whatever your dad, whatever sins that you have gone, that's going to be placed on him.
I've always been one person skeptical of the word karma.
Right.
I've always believed it the way I read it. You plant good seed, good seed will grow. If you plant negative seed, bad seed will grow. It will come back to you. The only issue that I've ever had is the passing along that my son has to pay for what I've done. But
so I'm sorry, bro.
No, go ahead.
You've grown up in your life right here in this area, right? And you've gone through certain that you've gone through. Is there any time in your life where you could say, "Man, I don't deserve this shit"?
And this is not a debate, but I just want people, the fans, to see a different perspective.
Right.
And I asked a Hindu this because he was trying to teach me on karma, and I was allowing him, but he said, "Oh, you know what?" He said this: "We don't like Christians going into our country and trying helping us because they don't allow us to deal with our karma." And I said, "So what are you paying?" He goes, "For what my ancestors did, and it was passed on to me."
Right.
So I just asked him this: "How much do you owe? Who do you owe it to? And how do you know when you've paid it?" And he couldn't answer. So that's why I kind of hang on to like, okay, I'm going to hold off on that. But I'm not going to totally just disagree with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, because we have to have an open mind if we're ever going to learn.
Right. Ghosts or any spirit that's here, and I'm only stating from scripture, those will be abominations. Those can't break the firmament or go to any sort of judgment. They're bound here to the judgment till they will be cast into the lake of fire. Those were never supposed to be made. God didn't make them. There's animals here that are hybrids. There's people here that are hybrids that were never supposed to be made. There's also fruit and vegetables that weren't supposed to be made that are hybrids.
Some people actually believe that Chupacabras, if he's real, that he was a hybrid.
Right.
And then some people believe, remember for a while they were cloning animals.
Oh, yeah.
Let me say something about the Book of Enoch, what I had heard.
Right.
Now I'm going to go once again with what I had heard.
Right.
That the reason why it was not included in the actual Bible, even though there are some disciples that actually do quote from the Book of Enoch.
Right.
Okay. It's because they never actually found a scroll. You know, from it, so they cannot confirm that the Book of Enoch that is out today is the actual one that existed from the one they were quoting from.
Right.
So that's why.
A lot of people don't believe in it for whatever reason. Because I study science too, I believe in it because of, if I were to explain the planets to you and show you videos on the real, how they really look, it matches perfect up with the Book of Enoch.
I can't follow the Book of Enoch because unfortunately that's not what was presented to me when the Bible was first presented to me. Maybe if they gave me that along with the Bible, it's something that I could, you know what I mean? Like I try to make myself read it, but it all just seems like, and I don't want to diss anyone who follows it. It's just, well, let me not say that. I just can't make myself get into it. I've tried. It just all sounds like Masters of the Universe.
Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said, "By the power of Grayskull."
But that's me. Who am I? I am somebody. I'm just a dude on the internet.
Yeah. Meek Mill didn't know he was being groomed. Yeah, Puffy is a professional groomer.
In this day and age, we're all being groomed. We live in a society where we're all being groomed. Your children are being groomed, allegedly, when they go to school.
This middle school teacher is only going to spend 60 days in jail for sexually abusing her student.
A teacher from Indooroopilly State High School in Brisbane has been charged with grooming a child.
But we never really talk about women grooming children and assaulting them.
One of my coworkers told me that they were talking to some students in the hallway, and the students asked the other teacher if I'm a boy or a girl. And the teacher was like, does it matter? You know, she's cool. And they were like, no, I just can't figure it out. It's just so hard, I can't figure it out. It's just like, that's the goal.
You're not born gay anymore. I don't know when they just figured that out. When I was young, they told people you was born gay. Then before my mom was young, they told her it was a mental disease that you had. You're some kind of psychosis. Now, what is it, a choice? I don't know what they're saying it is. If we're looking at it like how we would look at a pedophile, we're all being groomed. All of us. Men, women, and children are being groomed to accept this life that we wouldn't normally accept if we were given our own choice to follow whatever path we wanted to. Allegedly. That's what's happening.
Yeah, he just didn't know Puffy got a way to make him like it. Man, they went to hanging out, getting in pools together. So, yeah, they lying on me, man. Yeah, they lying on me.
What about like when Meek Mill was doing the bunny hop shit?
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
Yeah, what about that? Because I remember this guy specifically talking about Meek bunny hopping and saying,
man, nigga look like a black bunny rabbit, and he hopping and he bouncing, and the white folks is laughing and giggling, and then he got one of them where he doing a dance and a white man doing this, and Meek Mill's doing all kind of stupid shit, and he looking clownish.
So it's interesting to see what you got to say about that, Charleston.
Boy, you just want me to go on and say they pushing that dick up in that boy's back, don't you? Yeah, you got me on that one. Yeah. That nigga turned into a whole feminine animal. Man, the way that nigga put his knees together and his feet together and his paw, and he was hopping, and he had on them motherfucking linen shorts with a polo pullover shirt. Yeah, that's white boy freaky shit. And they saying, you bitch to count me, and the way they were talking to him, homie. Yeah, the way they were talking to him, homie. Yeah. See, that's what the rappers get for rapping and grabbing their dick and holding the microphone that intrigued them white boys. You hear me?
No, that didn't come from rap. They've always had listen. Sodom and Gomorrah existed before this whole notion of race existed. If you believe this Bible stuff, if you believe that fairy tale, there was gay people. It has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with rap. It has nothing to do with America. I mean, if you believe this, what this guy said about Boys in the Hood, a few clips when he was reading the Bible, this is all stuff that God created. Then I got to ask, well, why would God create that? And I'm not questioning God, because you're not supposed to question God. I'm just questioning myself, I guess. I'm questioning my own knowledge. Why do you think God would do that? The only thing I could come up with is as a test to you. What are you going to do now that you see this thing that you don't agree with? Are you still going to believe in what God said? Or are you going to be like, man, it's too much. I got to go believe something else. But, don't believe me. I'm just a fucking black guy. What do I know?
That's what, how the rapper be rapping on the microphone, rapping and they done intrigued them white boys grabbing that dick. And so, yeah, it's on now. Damn near every rapper got to go gay if you want in. I've been telling y'all that, homie. You damn near got to go gay. Or you have to become gay friendly.
I wish YouTube videos didn't show you how many plays it had. I wish Spotify didn't show you. It didn't show you. I wish the artists could see that, and if they wanted to promote it, great. But they did studies where, like, young kids right now, they're not doing it on purpose. Like, it's not the kid's fault. It's the human subconscious's fault. That if you play them a song, right, and let's say it only has 500 plays on Spotify, you don't even see a number. It's just, here's a song from a random artist you never heard before, play. And then you say, all right, now here's this song from a popular rapper, or maybe you don't know the rapper, but this song just did 3 million spins in the last month, and you hit play. Their mind is automatically going to think this song is better subconsciously.
Yep.
Subconscious. And record labels know this.
Yep.
That's why they pay for fake streams and fake views, because that number got to look good in order for people to like the song.
And that's not just with Spotify, that's with anything. Think about going to a store or walking past a new store. If they've got no merchandise in the store, you don't even want to go in and see what they got because it's empty. So these people are very good at messing with psychology. Or I should say they're good with messing with your psyche because they've studied psychology. Why are you using it for evil? Jesus Christ, man. With great power comes great responsibility and all of that. They're like, you know what, dude? Fuck all that. Allegedly. Allegedly. I don't know what the fuck they do.
They staged all these photos. They staged, the horse and wagon, and, they came with a hammer and a chisel, and it doesn't make any sense. There was no hammer and chisel. There was no horse and wagon. There was no Oregon Trail. There was no none of that. What there was advanced technology. Now, let's take it one step further. There's tunnels that are large enough to fit railroads underneath our feet. People arrive here after they hijack and steal all these buildings. They get in these tunnels and they actually transport themselves with whatever technology is deep down within the earth, and they get to all these cities. Then they put their name on top of these buildings, claim them, and then say this is Harvard and this is Yale and this is the first, Hershey's chocolate and this is the first Tiffany's & Co. All these different names. They traveled through the underground part of the earth to inhabit and take over all these different cities. They're coming up from underneath the earth. That's how it actually went down. There was no Oregon Trail and somebody sitting across the wagon. There might have been. Some people might have tried to go with a horse and a wagon, but they probably perished.
I don't know, man. I mean, they lie so much to us, you don't even know what to believe from these weirdos.
Which for over 700 years, the Roman Empire went from continent to continent, killing off all the indigenous people. They killed over 80 million people to bring Christianity around the world. Christianity was not spread by love and light. It was spread by torture, rape, killing, and murder and theft. Okay? That's a fact. Look it up.
You ever seen some of the weapons they use?
Oh my God, the torture weapons are crazy. The Pope's spear. It was this thing shaped like this. They would put it inside of a woman's vagina, and then it would be spring-loaded. It would explode inside the vagina. They had this other thing that looked like a pyramid with a spire on top, sharp spire, and they would tie a guy up like this and reel him all the way up in a tree, and then bring him down on top of the thing, let it go up into his anus until he died. I mean, all these crazy, and they have these things in museums in Italy. You can go to Italy and look at these crazy tools of murder in Italy. And so then you have the American Holocaust, where they came from Spain and all over Europe, UK area, but when they called it UK back then. They came here and they killed over 111 million indigenous natives in the Americas. And so that's the American Holocaust. And I had a video on this. I went down every single war against the indigenous tribes, and every single war, every single year, over 70 years, 111 million killed.
My question is why? So I could have an iPhone today? I don't know. There's got to be a deeper reason. Or maybe there doesn't got to, nigga. I don't know.
Joe, you don't know about the parties, Joe?
I don't go to those parties.
I didn't say if you fucking went to the parties. I said do.
I hear rumors. I hear whispers.
Joe, you don't know about these parties. You don't know about the parties when a motherfucker come up to you, you with your girlfriend, and they like, I like both of you. You don't know about these parties? You never heard about these parties?
No.
You never heard about these parties, Joe?
That's what I like about white people. They know how to be like, nah, I never heard of it. Racism? I don't see color. Sorry. I like white people, man. I don't know what you niggas is on.
Take a look at that white man. That is the only goddamn...
You black dudes is wildin', man. White people got a lot of knowledge on the low that they could just give you. If they like you, they'll give you their knowledge. You gotta be like Kobe Bryant when he stepped to Michael Jordan and was like, yo, how did you do that move, Michael? Jordan couldn't wait to show him. I honestly think white people can't wait to be friends with us. Just stop being so...
If you hit a man in time, his wounds will heal. And if you steal from a man, you can replace what you steal. And always cross in the green, never in between. Honorable Elijah Muhammad Ali floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee.
I mean, damn, okay, I'm not saying you don't have the right to be angry. All right, but dude, dial it back. Sometimes, my nigga.
The next big thing in aviation and transportation is flying cars, and they're called eVTOL. So a helicopter is a VTOL, VTOL, which is vertical takeoff landing, and eVTOL is electric vertical takeoff landing. So the buzzword is eVTOL. Really what they are is passenger carrying drones or a flying car. So they're going to start with like a hybrid and then an electric and then go hydrogen. Basically, they'll get rid of all small jets and helicopters and stuff like that. Obviously, if they're electric or hydrogen, they're zero carbon emissions. There's no noise. It's a drone noise, not an engine noise. And it's going to be changing a lot of transportation.
Well, when? Because I'd like to have one. Shit, I'd fly right on out of here when the zombies come.
Apparently, Gen Z is like aging really rapidly.
It is mainly because of the stress. Come here. We live in a time nowadays where millennials look way younger for their age, while Gen Z looks way older for their age. If you don't believe me, I'm Gen Z. Get closer. I am Gen Z and nobody ever believes me. When my mom and I walk out in public, people think that my mom is my younger sister.
Yeah, so here's the creepiness of that. This is a scene from Boys in the Hood. And there was an ongoing joke that Cuba Gooding, the guy with the Gordon Gartrell shirt on,
no 14-year-old boy should have a $95 shirt unless he is on stage with his 4 brothers.
looks so much older than his dad, Furious Styles. Great movie, but people thought that was just a weird, why would you do that? Nowhere is that joke emphasized more than in the movie Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood, where Shawn Wayans on the left looks a lot older than his father on the right. He was taller. They dressed the dad a certain way to make him look like a little kid. There was a scene in the movie where Shawn reads the guy a bedtime story. But here's the thing. Was it a joke or was it predictive programming? Did they know that they'd put something in the water to make this younger generation look like they were old? Or did they know they just stressed these niggas out so much they'd have more stress than their parents had and their grandparents had, so that in your 30s, you gonna look like an old person? Or did they know we're gonna fuck society up so bad that grandparents are now gonna be in their 30s? LeBron James is 39 years old. His son, all he needs is a baby mother, and LeBron is a grandfather at 39. Interesting, if true.
Right. When I tell people, oh, I'm going to go hang out with my family, they think I'm talking about my children. I don't have kids, right? I'm talking about my parents. I'm still the child. Does that make sense? I'll put it to you like this. Zendaya is older than me.
It's interesting that a lot of these Gen Z, they still live with their parents. So you're old looking, but you're young acting. Interesting.
Tom Holland is older than me. That's, you get what I'm saying right now? There was one time I wanted an autograph from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, right? I was standing for hours for this autograph, and when he walked up to me, I said, can you please sign this poster? It's for Jordan, right? He then took it and put, Dear Jordan, your dad is a great guy. He stood out here for hours and then gave it back to me. And before I can correct him, he looked at me and said, times were way more difficult back when we were kids, am I right? And then he tapped my shoulder and left. Dwayne is 52. I am 26. What I'm saying is, so Gen Z definitely looks older. I'm not going to lie to you.
And that's in part why 50 is the new 40. In fact, even that whole saying, 30 is the new 20 and all of that stuff, that saying came out like 20 years ago. Who even starts these sayings? Interesting.
You're talking about a being that's so highly intelligent that he is one notch below the creator of the universe. His IQ is astronomical, off the charts. A human is dumber than a rock to this entity. And you're telling me that this entity with all this intellect, all this intelligence, all this power is going to follow every word that's written in this book to the T, to its own demise? Yes. I said, I have a problem with that. I don't think that's accurate. What I do believe is that this entity has helped to construct and organize this book in this particular format and way that it is, so that the majority of the people on the planet would follow it and chase it and pray to him and follow it to their own demise.
I believe that to a degree. More story gumbo from my man. But every here and there, he drops some nuggets of truth.
What Christians don't understand is they're actually following and chasing and praying to the actual Satan, the same one that they're actually running from.
You can buy this flying car in 2024. The Chinese electric vehicle manufacturer XPeng Motors unveils its new flying car that can travel on the road and in the air. The vehicle is equipped with a foldable dual rotor mechanism, and it helps the car to transform from normal mode to flying mode. To enhance flying car safety, the company also developed a multi-parachute rescue system. The cost of this flying car is $137,000.
Miren este dron, aunque no es un dron, se llama eVTOL, es la terminología que se usa para estos vehículos. Se llama Lift, ahí ven la marca.
Why does this thing look like Hela's head from Thor Ragnarok? Was that on purpose? If you take the T out, it spells drone evil. Interesting.
Menos que una moto, tiene solo un control, no hay un montón de botones que apretar, es solo un control y tiene un paracaídas balístico que tira para arriba desde 12 metros. Si pasa algo de 12 metros para arriba, se abre el paracaídas.
Well, I'm a little wary of that hand control. I mean, I know how to drive heavy machinery like cranes and bulldozers and stuff like that, and it looks just the same as that. I don't know.
Y caes sin ningún problema. Bueno, sin ningún problema. Yo no lo probaría. Usa baterías lithium que son intercambiables. Quiere decir que si tenés baterías en diferentes lados, cambiás nomás y seguís volando. Bueno, como decías, usa solo un control, no es un montón de botones.
Swear to God, that's a fucking person. Dude, flash the light. If you're a person, flash the light. Okay, maybe it's not. Oh! Okay, maybe it's not. Dude, flash the light. If you're a person, flash the light. Okay, maybe it's not. Oh!
That's the thing about some of these chicks. Curiosity killed that cat.
This is a snapshot of the film that was smuggled in 1991 out of a facility just south of Area 51. If I am truly in danger, that means that this film and this being is real, and God help me. But if I'm truly in danger and this being is real, that means the extraterrestrial program is also real. And I say, God help us all.
You did show me a slide of a comparison between the original version.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
other.
Yeah, folks, this is how it came. This is what Victor's VHS tape looked. There it is.
This is it.
Yeah. This is how the videotape came to Rocket Pictures, folks.
I personally don't think that there's aliens. I just think they're... because they can take whatever form they want. I mean, when did we stop believing that Lucifer was the greatest liar? Did we stop believing that? I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, in all the years I've been selling real estate, I've never had something quite like this come up. I opened up to what I thought was a closet door in a bedroom at the back of a house, and this door was in the next section. It is an iron door with a swinging latch that leads down into an underground room that is all concrete block. The original house was 1958. This structure definitely does not seem to be post 1958.
I mean, I know she's a realtor, but she's showing this to a pedophile? Are you showing the potential buyer? Look, you've got a great sex dungeon right next to your bedroom. Easy access. I think this is the perfect house for you.
I would assume that they did this somewhat more recently. Once you get down the stairs, which the other thing that's funky is we don't have a lot of basements in Florida. That's not typical. So we're going down into what could only be described as a basement.
Yes, she's giving a tour to pedophiles. And now we'll just walk down into the basement.
And there is electricity, water, and a dehumidifier.
Just if you want for your captives to remain comfortable.
Set up down there. So it is set up to house, you know, living things.
Gotta give it up for her hustle. She is trying to sell this, whatever it is.
And just gave me a little bit of pause. I want to know what you guys think. Would you guys want to hang out in this room?
No, bitch. Do you want to just hang out in jail?
Somebody's going to have to give us some booty. And it's just that simple.
They about to start removing Cheetos, Lucky Charms, Gatorade, all that Nabisco products out the store.
Why you seem so worried, nigga?
So bust it. I knew 2024 was going to get crazy when I seen, you know, Cat Williams set the year off by putting, you know, all of his rivals on blast. I knew it was going to get crazy, but I didn't think it was going to get like this. Your boy Captain Crunch came out swinging. For the fences, if you ask me, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna smoke a stick and do 3 bowls of these.
Now I see why this dude seemed so worried. Jeez, fucking black people. Can't wait to get that leg amputated, huh?
No faking. I never had him, and I need 2 bags.
See him rubbing his eyes? His eyesight is going. The diabetes is eroding away his eyesight. Jeez. Have some fucking willpower, guy. Christ.
Yo, whoever idea this was, I think it's time to move them farther up in the company, cause
they really know what's gonna appeal to poor people. Strawberry shortcake Captain Crunch. They'll smoke their weed and have 3 bowls of it. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
The CEO of Kellogg's is facing criticism this morning for saying that people should have cereal for dinner to save money.
When I say cereal, you say dinner. Cereal.
Dinner.
Cereal.
Dinner.
how you put something out that I ain't even know that I wanted? You know what I mean? That strawberry shortcake crunch. Come on, man. Stop playing. You know this hit. You know this hit. I need 2 bags. You know what I'm saying?
And look how he talking about it like it's crack. I mean, shit, it even comes in a bag like weed. Jesus Christ. They got you niggas hooked all the way.
For real. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm definitely going to find out, and I'm going to get back to y'all with the review.
It does have some very toxic ingredients. I think it should worry all Americans that these food companies, they formulate totally different ingredients in America than they do in Europe and Canada. Particularly artificial colors, which are a known neurotoxin and known to cause hyperactivity, and BHT, which is a carcinogen. I'm not a big fan of the Academy of Pediatrics. They're really a subsidiary of pharma, but even they've said that these ingredients shouldn't be ingested by kids. Now, the second question is what to do. Now, I'm talking to state attorney generals in red and blue states. They're very concerned about this. And with activist investor Jason Karp and Vani Hari, Food Babe on Instagram, we have a petition with 85,000 signatures telling Kellogg's
all these everyday GMO synthetic snacks that we eat are bioengineered and they have illness effects. Let's just say it like that.
Nigga, what the fuck is the illness effects? It sounds like it affected his brain. Wow. Gen Z. I sat here and did this for you. Thanks for tuning in. We'll do it again.